guys, I'm Aussie Villain, and welcome to Season 6, Episode 1 of the First Star Challenge with Leeds United, our bid to win the Champions League with the club for the first time. And today we're going to begin the Champions League season against newly promoted Derby County. We're going to play Atletico Madrid in the European Super Cup. And we're first going to have a look at the state of the club as we begin a new season. So we can see here we're a 4-star reputation club. I'd like to get us a little bit higher than that if we can. Rich finances, we'll check the finances in just a second. I am the manager, Calvin Phillips is the captain, John Sutar is the vice captain, Ilex Mariba is our key player, and Asane Ndao is our hot prospect for the future. Now, a quick update on the state of the club. Here we are, of course, extending Ellen Road. So by the that's basically by the new year in game, we will have a 60,000 seat capacity Ellen Road, which is excellent. All our training facilities are state of the art. All our youth recruitment is as high as it can go. So we're in a really, really good spot off the field. If we look at sort of how we're doing in the terms of our job, everything is not. I mean, it's new season, so obviously the season, the 5-year plan stuff here is not really done yet. We're not really signing high reputation players, but we're making high reputation players, aren't we? Everything else here we're doing okay. We're playing entertaining football. We're developing youngsters using the youth system. We're playing attacking football and high tempo pressing as well. And there's no notable criticism, which is a good thing. So that is all excellent. Now, if we're going to have a quick look at the history of the club and some records, I wonder how far we are. We're not going to know, are we? I wonder how far we are of somebody getting Peter, what's his name? Lorimer's record there. For goals, we might get someone up close to that, especially if Erling Haaland goes on a bit of a run here. But we can see the records, most points in a season. We managed that in the Championship. Doesn't really count, does it? 93. We got close to it last year in the Premier League, of course, where we came second to Liverpool in stoppage time, basically on the final day. But yeah, I mean, everything else here is you can see all the records there. Highest win, I don't know if we'll do a 10-0, but you never know. Hopefully we weren't worrying about biggest defeats. We did, of course, break our transfer record this summer, £60 million for Jamie Mahoney, our new right back from Everton. We can see here that 21 goals in a season is Erling Haaland's record. Most league goals by a player, I don't know if we'll get to 42 ever, but you never know. That would be quite the season, wouldn't it? If we go down here, youngest player, I don't know if we'll get anybody younger than 15, or almost 16 there. I don't think we'll get anyone under 41. Most goals in a game, I mean, getting 6 goals in a game is going to be something, isn't it? But you never know. Jared Bowen has the record for assists. Was that last season? Yes, it was. Most clean sheets by Andre Onana last season. And also most man of the match awards by Erling Haaland last season. So last season was a good year for us, but let's see if we can break some of these records. If we're looking for wins, most wins in a season would be nice. If we could get 28 wins, we must have been close to that last season. Most points would be a record I'd like to see if we could get this year. Yeah, we'll see where else we go from there. Most league goals in a season, 98. Could we get 100 goals in a season? You never know. That might actually be something we can do. We were a quite good team at times last season. So that is that. Dynamics, we can see here, team cohesion, dressing room atmosphere, everything's looking good. The one problem we do have is Valverde. He wants a new contract. I offered him a new contract and he rejected it. So once we're able to, he's willing to talk again, willing to talk Turkey, we'll go back and offer him another deal and we'll get him happy again. That's not too much of a problem. We can see here the team leaders, it's Phillips, it's Haaland, it's Onana, lots of highly influential players and influential players as well. And managerial support, I'd like to think it'd be a little bit better, but it's not too bad. So we can just about deal with that. In social groups, we've got the core group and 2 little offshoots. Hopefully, without making too many signings this summer, hopefully that'll start and come together through the course of this season. Now, I think that's just about everything to sort of review the state of our clubs. Let's go and have a look at... actually, what we should do as well is have a look at pre-season, see how that went. It was okay. A couple of nice results against Club Brugge 9-0 and Fenerbahce 7-0 away from home. We got a draw away at Barcelona as well. Otherwise, it was just kind of steady as she goes. So yeah, I'm not really sure what to expect coming into this one, but we'll have a look here. Season expectations, we're expected to qualify for the Europa League. We should walk that, honestly. First knockout round we want to get to in the Champions League. That's going to depend on the draw, which is still a little ways away yet. Super Cup, there's no expectation there. We'll play that later this episode. Semi-finals of both cups. It's going to depend on the draw a little bit, that isn't it? But if we do have a look quickly at the Premier League here in their season preview, we'll see that we're 7th favourites, but our odds have been slashed. I think we were 25, 26 to 1 last year. We're 8 to 1 this year. Though, to be honest, the fact that we were so close to winning the Premier League, I do think it's a little bit harsh that we're not sort of up, as one of the favourites to win the league. But anyway, we'll deal with that. It doesn't really mean that much, does it? We don't have anybody in the media Dream 11, which is a little bit surprising, but we'll take it. If we look down at the key players here, I'm going to guess maybe Mariba and maybe Haaland. It is Mariba and it is Renier, who is back from injury and back from the Olympics as well. Let's have a look at the team we're sending out on the opening day here to face Derby County. So we're away from home, and it's never easy to go to a promoted team, their home ground opening day. They're a Chris Wilder coach team in game, so have a quick look at him. They're an attacking, direct style of play. If you can't see that behind my head, we can see there what Chris Wilder's all about. If we have a quick look at what we're expecting. Now, of course, this is pre-season football, so we can't really read too much into it. Heat map, we can see here that they are quite narrow, so we will try and get down the sides of them if we can. Passing network there, and their key passes as well. But again, friendlies, we don't really know what to read into it. This is a team we're sending out on the opening day. It's Onana in goal. It's Brad Darwich, Pomgranich, Wood and Mahoney making a debut at right back. It's Phillips and McCalmont in midfield. It's Bowen, Renier and Vivake. Let's hope he doesn't let his unhappiness at the contract situation affect his performance. It's Haaland up top. We are missing two players. Actually, just the one now away with the on international duty. Abel Ruiz. If we have a quick look at the Olympics, Abel Ruiz actually did quite well. Actually, probably better if we go here, and I can show you that he won the Golden Boot. So well done, Abel, on that one. He was third in the best player of the competition. But if we have a look at who actually went and won the Olympics, it wasn't actually Spain. They lost in the final to Portugal. So bad luck there to Mariba. We also have Luis, who's out on loan at Burnley, of course, this season. He was playing in that one as well. So, yeah, a little bit unlucky. All right, let's get to some football. So everybody is playing as expected. They have a few debutants in their team, so let's hope they're maybe a little bit disjointed. And what do we want to say? Jardem says, do it for the fans. All right, it's opening day. Everybody's excited for it. I'm a little bit nervous. I don't really know what to expect. We were pretty good in pre-season, though, so let's hope we can carry on from the 7 and 8-0 and 9-0 that we had in Belgium and Turkey. And here we go. Now, of course, you may have noticed Mahoney, he's not a natural right back. He can play with either foot. Everton, who we signed you from, have been playing you on the left. I'm sure if we play him on the right, he's more than capable of doing it, and he'll get better at it, obviously, the more he does it. Here we go. Our first highlight with Everton possession. Brad Darwich, a lot of space to run into the centre of the field there. Here he goes. He finds Bowen. Can Bowen slip a ball in here? Will he go himself? It's Jared Bowen. Oh, what a strike from Jared Bowen to start us off this season. A wonder goal. And we may have seen a nomination for goal of the season 5 minutes into the season. What a strike that was. Brad Darwich had so much space to run into. They're standing off him. And Bowen, look at that. He's picked it up. How many yards? 60 yards from goal or so, and he's dribbled in, and that's a stunning strike, and may that continue, please, Jared Bowen. What a start for Leeds United, and it's 1-0. Perfect stuff. We haven't had much, probably the first we've touched with the ball, to be honest, but it's in the back of the net, and that's all that really matters. Well, hopefully that'll be a little nerve settler for us. Certainly it was for me. That makes me realise, oh, that's right, we're still a good team, I remember now. Another highlight. Phillips hasn't. Phillips, you may notice he's not the most match sharp. He was injured in pre-season, I think, if I remember correctly. So that's why he hasn't sort of had a proper pre-season. This is some nice football from Derby County. Onana's there to make the save. But that was not great. The next shot might need to be a show some passion or a concentrate or something along those lines. Headed away, it is there by Brad Darwich, I think that was. Can we get a foot in here? No. Ball is still with Derby. And offside was it looks like, for Wilmot. So a little bit of a fright there perhaps, but we saw it off. Let's give it a concentrate and hopefully not have any more frights like that. Front three there aren't doing too much. Calvin Phillips isn't having his best game. It's a poor goal kick. Bowen has pounced. He's got men for... he's run straight into the defender. Come on, boys. Can we get that down? We can. Nathan Woods has headed it, but straight to Ollie Skip. Look, I think that would be Ollie Skip. They've gone straight through us again here, and the strike is straight at Onana, and maybe just as well. Brad Darwich with a throw now to Renier. First we've seen of him with the ball at his feet, isn't it? Brad Darwich again. Back to Pomgranich. Pomgranich, I thought he was going to trip over it there. Back through Onana. Onana back up to Pomgranich. There it is for Brad Darich. Can he get a ball down the line? He can. Here's Valvake. First we've seen of him with the ball at his feet. Can he get across into the box? What's he going to do here? He goes himself, and he hogs it. What a hog. Pull it back, mate. Come on. Another goal kick. It's another, not a great one. And Renier has, this time, it looks like he sort of passed that off the defender of the shins. Shins of the defender, I should say. Valvake, that's poor, mate. I'm tempted to just take him off right now, to be honest, but we'll give him till half time, and then we might make a change there. He's clearly letting his contract situation affect his performance here, isn't he? We've essentially dominated that game, but we've not been perfect. Let's give it an assertive. Let's give it a calm. I'm not happy with that, boys. Yeah, we'll get back out there. We haven't seen too much from Derby, but I think we have seen enough to think that they have a goal in them. I'm wondering if there's a lot of space through the middle, so let's maybe not exploit the flanks specifically. We've got a corner here, Bowen to knock it in. Here it comes. It's bouncing around. Rennie is there. Can't beat the defender. Bowen with another chance. Is he going to keep that in? No, he's not. And maybe a missed opportunity there. Scrambles in the box, and we couldn't force it home. Let's give it a show some passion here. I don't like Haaland's not having a great game up there either. Derby bring it forward. Is that Worrell, the Old Forest defender, playing for Derby? That's going to be controversial. Here we go with Renier. All right, let's take it off of attacking. Just go back to positive. And we're going to make some changes here because we're sleepwalking to conceding a goal here. Let's get Turpey on for Phillips. Let's get Leao on for Haaland. And we'll save a sub just in case we need it, I think. Come on, what do we want to say here? Let's tell them to concentrate. We're dominating, but all the attacking chances have been us. But you just get the feeling it's typical Leeds United, isn't it? We're not putting them away. And we saw this at times last season, and we saw it on the final day against Southampton, didn't we? It cost us a Premier League title, not putting a team away. Here we go with Renier. There it is for Valvake. What's he going to do? Goes back for Turpey. Turpey's got, I was going to say, Brad Darich out there in loads and loads of space. There's a good ball for Valvake. Can he pull it back? Leao's in the middle. He goes back post for Bowen. And Jared Bowen nets his second of the game. And hopefully now that'll do it. That'll see us through. And very, very nicely done, boys. Valvake, not selfish there. See what happens when you're not selfish, mate? You can assist in goals. Good ball to find Brad Darich. Brad Darich found Valvake with a nice run. And then Jared Bowen completely unmarked at the back post. Ripped them to shreds. Pulled them all over the places. They're like, pulled lamb, aren't they? The Rams there. Let's give them some praise now. See if we can bring it home. Do we have anybody on the bench you want to give game time to? Not necessarily. I don't think Valvake is going to play in the Atletico Madrid game anyway. Because hopefully, my hope is that Abel Ruiz will be back for that one. So there we go. A comfortable 2-1 win on the opening day. We'll take that and run. Well done, boys. So Leeds United secure a victory at Pride Park. And like I say, it's never easy to go to a promoted team on the opening day. But Jared Bowen with a double. Nicely done by you, sir. And let's move on now to Atletico Madrid. It's the UEFA Super Cup. Can we net it for a second time? Okay, welcome back. We are here in Kazakhstan, of all places. Nothing like a midweek trip to Kazakhstan to play for a meaningless European trophy, but here we are. We are not the favourites for this one, but of course, last time we played in this competition, we did win it 2 seasons ago now, and we did beat the other team from Madrid. We beat Real Madrid in that one. So, let's hope we can go one better here. Now, of course, the last time we played Atletico Madrid, they heartbreakingly, if you remember, knocked us out of the Champions League at our own home ground after we got a good result away from home. So a little bit of revenge there perhaps from us. They're still a Diego Simeone coached team. They're a direct, balanced playing style. And we are expecting them to come out in the 4-4-2. Unfortunately, we don't have any other information on them, but that's what we're expecting. 48 goals for, 8 against. They are a good team, aren't they? Obviously, as Champions League winners, they are a good team. This is the team we're sending out now. What we're doing is we're not risking anybody who's match fatigued, because ultimately, this game means nothing. We've also, as you've noticed, probably changed formation. So it's going to be Onana in goal. It's Wood, Sutar, and Dean. Our youngster, Max Dean, comes in to get the start in this one. Let's hope he can shine on the big stage. Wan-Bissaka goes down the right, Zagreb down the left. Kene comes into play as a deep line playmaker with Bogac in midfield. Alina comes into play as the Ongonch, in behind Edmondson and Liao. You will notice on the bench there's a few new things. If things are going well or bad, we will give hopefully give some debuts here to youngster Charles O'Brien, who's coming through our academy. We also have here on the bench Endao. He says he's a striker. He's not. He's a winger, but maybe we'll give him a game as a striker just to see how he goes. We've also got young French defender here who almost got the start in place of Wood, but Wood's not match fatigued, so we'll give him the game in this one. We've also got Daly, who's a new player, would be a debut for him. And also on the bench, young Italian striker, Mirko Lipriari. So we can see Mariba's there. He's not really fit, though. This is the team. Let's see if we can get a trophy in episode 1 of season 6. Now, obviously, we can't give all those players a game, but we'll kind of see, how things are going here. All right, everybody's playing as expected. There's no real pressure on us here. What do we want to say? Let's give the fans a performance. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just give the fans a performance. Some calm, we have faith, and let's get out there. And here we go. Now, you will notice some players that you would have expected maybe to even start the game aren't on the bench. Again, it's because they're match fatigued. I don't want to risk it. Our focus this year is very much the Champions League and the league. And this, as I said, it's ultimately a meaningless game. I think we have Watford up next in the league. That's, to me, more important than this. I sound like a real manager now, don't I? But yeah, that's the reason that we've picked the team that we've picked. And like I say, these are good players. It's not like, we're sending out the kids in this one. It's still a good team. And I'd really hope that we can at least put up a good showing. And the thing is, in a game like this, too, against, the Champions League champions, we could put out our best team and still get beaten. And if they're match fatigued anyway, as I always say, they tend to not play well anyway. So, yeah, we'll just kind of see how this goes here. It looks like it's going to be Atletico Madrid highlight this one. Can we stop the cross coming in? We can. Noah Kene's read that like a book. Well positioned. Back to Wood. Can Wood play out from the back? He kind of lumps it forward to nobody. And that's not really what we wanted, I'm going to be honest. And it's come straight back at us. And Onana's made a really good save there. I have a hard time believing this stadium would be a sellout in Kazakhstan on a Wednesday night. But anyway, corner comes in. Can we get that away? No, we can't. And Onana is there and makes a good save. Was straight at him, but a good save nonetheless. Let's give it a get creative here. Let's see if we can get the ball down and use it ourselves here, please, boys. I'm wondering if we just try lowering this tempo down a little bit. Are we perhaps trying to do things a little bit too quickly? Is this going to be a Leeds highlight? It is. It's a free kick. Alina stands over it. Knocks it in. It looks decent. It's there. Back post and Max Dean, the youngster, is the referee given it. I think he has. And it's Max Dean, his first goal of the season. Carlos Alina with the assist. But the youngsters popped up just before half-time and put us into the lead. A nice ball in from Alina. And there he is, Max Dean at the back post. Pokes it home. 1-0 Leeds United. Go on, boys. And are we going to do this for a second year? Second in 3 times. What am I saying? Second time in 3 years. Got there in the end. All right. We get into the break. We weren't fantastic, let's be honest. Let's maybe give it an assertive guard against complacency here. I certainly don't think anybody's played particularly well. I mean, let's be honest. We've scored a goal from a set piece and we've clung on for, it looks like, for the rest of the game. But job done so far. 45 minutes away, boys. Let's demand a little bit more. Max Dean is looking a little tired. We do, as I said, have the options on the bench. One thing we could do, perhaps, is bring on I think the French defender, Gurr, whatever his name is. This guy's a little bit closer to being first team ready. So I'm wondering if we bring him on, play him on the left, and we could switch Wood over to the right. We've got work to do here, though, defending. Can we get a foot in here somewhere, please, boys? It's decent so far. Away. No, it's not a down. Oh, it's a fantastic block by somebody in there. That is excellent. It's Max Dean. Excellent stuff by the youngster that it's as good as a goal, that one. He's not only has he given us the lead, he's also maintained it there. Corner comes in. Can we get that away? It's kind of away. Out to the edge of the area. Koke is there. Is he offside, referee? Lamar has it, and he is offside. All right, let's maybe just go back off attacking now. And let's look to make some of these subs. I am going to take off Dean. He's looking a little bit... he's not that tired compared to everybody else, though. No, he can stay on. Kene's not having a great game. I think he's done okay, though. But you know what we can do? Let's get Turpey on in there. And let's just get him in there as a ball winner. He doesn't really have the composure. I thought about starting him as a deep line playmaker. He doesn't really have the composure at this stage of his career to be a deep line playmaker in this sort of a game, I don't think. But the way it's shaping up now, Kene's not having his best game. I think we just need a destroyer in there. And we know that Turpey's very good at playing that role for us. We have not had any of the ball, have we? 36% possession so far. We scored from a set piece. You could argue we were FMing them as things stand. Here we go. Edmondson goes back for Suter. Here's Turpey, his first touch of the game. Bogach. What's Boggy got for us? Looks wide. It's a great ball for Zagreb getting forward. Now can Zagreb pick out a teammate? He goes himself, and it's selfish, mate. Oh, it's extremely, extremely selfish. What else do we want to do? Let's be a little bit more disciplined perhaps in our passing now. Let's just start and perhaps close this game down a little bit. Alright, so let's stick these guys back to fullbacks and then play them as fullbacks on support. I always worry I'm going to do this and then they're going to score and I'm going to have to come back and undo it all. Do we have Stephen Daly? Alright, let's give the youngster a debut, get him in here just to sit in there and just a nice space for me, please. We've got the two strikers that are there. That's all good. Let's give him a team talk. There's no pressure on you here today, mate. Just go out there and do your thing. That is 2 subs made. We do still have one other one. Max Dean is now looking a little bit tired. So maybe now we will look to make that change, depending on what happens here, of course. Come on, boys. Come on. Can we win that header, please? We can't. Oh, it's gone in for Moise Keane. And, well, that's a little bit of a giveaway, that one. They should have done a lot better with that chance. All right. If we're going to do this, let's do it properly. Slow it down. Start to waste some time. Play for set pieces. And we will make that sub. Where's my French youngster here? Let's get him on for Dean. Let's switch those guys around. Wood can keep going as the ball player. I don't think this guy has a ball player. No, he's not. Definitely not. So you can just be a regular defender there for me, please, and thank you. And here we go. We're going back to defensive. We're looking to close this thing out. Oh, it's so close. It's almost stoppage time. Can we get a foot in? Wan-Bissaka lunges in. That's not really what was needed, mate. Zagreb heads it clear. Oh, it's edge of the area. And Turpey's committed the foul. But it is almost certainly outside the box. It's still not a great position to be conceding a free kick, though. It's one of these that it might just be a little bit too close to the goal. It's as long as we get a sort of a well-positioned wall, it should be difficult for them to get it sort of up over the wall, then back under the bar. It's almost certainly a free kick. It is, and we don't see anything more of that. That's excellent. Here we go. We're winding down the clock. Oh, 20 seconds to go. Come on, boys. Come on. Get a foot in. Get a foot in. It's there. It's away. Is it? Yes, it is. Good header by Nathan Wood. It comes back in. Guendouzi puts it past the post, and that should do it, boys. We've won the UEFA Super Cup. For a second time in 3 years, we've beaten both Madrid sides in the final now. And let's hope this is a thing to come this season. More of this, please, boys. Trophies galore. We have, 6 trophies we can win, I think. There's one down. Let's hope there's many, many more of those to come, please. And it's Max Dean, the youngster, that gets the goal, that wins it for us. Congratulations, boys. Let's say maybe don't get complacent. So there we go. Leeds lift the Super Cup. Let's not get it carried away. We lucked into it a little bit. But we did get a couple of debuts out of the way as well. This guy made his debut, which is good. Daly came off the bench. I think he may have come off the bench once or twice before. But there we go. We can see all the medal winners there as well. It's a bit of a shame only the players that came on the field get a medal. Really, I think everybody if you travel to Kazakhstan, you deserve a medal for going that far if your team wins. Leeds are delighted with me. Southgate, I really have a hard time believing he went all the way to Kazakhstan to watch this. But Dean, Wood, Bissaka, Kene and Edmondson are all on the radar. Guys, that's it for today. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And we'll be back next time. I think what we'll do is we'll come back for Tottenham at home and then our first game in the Champions League. I'll also record the Champions League group stage draw, so we'll find out who we get in that. And if you follow me on Twitter at AussieVillain, when we get the group, I'll try and remember to tweet that out as well, so you can see for yourselves in advance the group that we've drawn. But until next time, guys, I've been AussieVillain. Thank you so much for watching. As I said, don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care.